Welcome to Burn the Silence, the podcast where we don't play nice, we play real. I'm your host, Tiffiney, the sacred desecrator, timeline collapser, and nervous system midwife. This is not about empowerment, it's about exorcism. Here, your grief is holy, your rage is sacred, and your truth is non-negotiable. We burn the lies, we collapse the cages, and we remember who the fuck we are. If you are ready to stop biting your tongue, start speaking your timeline into being, and turn your voice into a liberation spell, then you're in the right place. Let's burn the silence together. Welcome back, beloveds. This isn't just another episode. This is a spell, a severing, a resurrection. Today, we stop trying to be good. We stop trying to be palatable. We stop trying to fit our truth into a box built by people who were never meant to hold us. This episode is for the one inside you who doesn't want to be healed. She wants to be remembered. She wants to be safe, and she wants to be sovereign. They told you that your power was too loud, your truth was too heavy, and your emotions were too dangerous. So you shrank. You shaped yourself into something digestible. You wore softness like armor, and you betrayed your own voice just to belong. But what if that voice, the one they called a problem, was the exact frequency that could break your cage wide open? What if your too muchness was actually your medicine? We were taught to fear the monster in the mirror. But the truth is, you are the monster. And that's exactly why you are so powerful. So let's redefine this word. A monster is not a villain. A monster is an uncontainable truth. A being too wild for the system, but too wise for the lie. Monsters are the ones who refuse to stay silent. They speak when it's inconvenient, they feel when it's messy, and they create when it's forbidden. In myth, the monster guards the threshold. She's the one who holds the line between death and rebirth. She is the gate. To become the monster is to reclaim the pieces of you that patriarchy, capitalism, and spiritual bypassing tried to bury. It's your grief, your hunger, and your sacred rage. Let me tell you what happened just the other day for me. I was driving home from the grocery store with this tightness in my chest, frozen in my mind, spiraling in all the ways I couldn't seem to move forward. Every direction felt like friction, and absolutely nothing was landing. And then, of course, I cranked up the volume to my stereo, opened the windows, popped on a song that I don't normally, I guess I normally listen to it now, but I never would have listened to this type of music in the past. But this specific song is Popular Monster by Falling in Reverse. And it ripped through my speakers, and I just lost it in the most holy way. I was speeding down the highway back to my home, screaming every single lyric with the kind of primal truth that shakes your timelines. I rolled those windows down and screamed into the wind, and not for absolutely anyone else, but for me. And then something cracked inside. And no, something was conjured inside. And the absolute next day, the very next day, I sat on my front porch, still humming with that electric aftermath, and a swamp rabbit appeared. Now, keep in mind, I never knew what a swamp rabbit was until I Google Lensed it, of course. And right there, it sat there watching me, still, present, and witnessing. A creature of the in-between, and this beautiful being of the thresholds. And in that exact moment, I knew that I was jamming along to this song, not just because it's a good song, but because I had become the monster, the one I kept trying to suppress, the one who wasn't afraid of her truth anymore. And at that exact moment, everything clicked. Everything aligned. Because I stopped trying to fix myself. And I let all of this rawness lead. And there are so many of us that fear being seen because we've been taught that visibility is vulnerability. But what if visibility is actually your vengeance? Not against others, but against the lies that told you to disappear. You know, thinking back to childhood, you were told to, we were taught to walk and talk. And by the age that we could walk and talk, we were told to sit down and shut up. I mean, come on, where's the hypocrisy here? I mean, think about it. And the monster is just underneath the surface, and we are all trying our damnedest to hold it back. For what? To keep others happy? When we're miserable on the inside? Yeah, that's great. We wear a beautiful smile, and we laugh, and we have fun. And when we lay down to sleep at night, you get the what the fuck? Where am I going wrong? But this is why this beautiful framework has started conjuring up for me, and I've decided to call it monster marketing. Because it's not just branding, it's your blood's work. It's a reclamation of your voice, vibration, and voltage. Your nervous system doesn't need another strategy. It simply needs permission to take up space as you truly are. You don't have to clean up your truth. You don't have to market your light. And you can market your monster, and it will magnetize the ones who are starving for realness. Becoming the monster is not about destruction for destruction's sake. It's about a sacred desecration. It's about burning what was never even holy in the first place. You don't need to step into your light. You need to descend into your truth. You don't need to be safe. You need to be self-owned. You don't need another permission slip. You are your own goddamn permission slip. So let this be your vow. Close your eyes if you're in a safe space to do so, and I want you to feel into this. Don't think about this. I want you to put your hand on your heart, skin to skin. Put one over your womb, and repeat to yourself, whether in your head or out loud, whatever feels the most aligned. I am no longer the woman who hides her power in politeness. I am the threshold. I am the altar. I am the monster and the midwife. My voice is not a weapon. It is simply a remembering. My business is not a brand. It is a beautiful combination of my soul in a liberation spell. I do not sell ease. I sell initiation. I do not offer comfort. I offer collapse and consecration. I do not want to be seen. I want to be felt. I am becoming the monster I was always meant to be. Breathe into that. Feel what comes for you, whether it's rage, anger, sadness, grief, love, authority. Feel into it, and then take to your journal and just let your mind barf all over that page. Whatever comes up for you, let it out. Let it be felt. Let it be acknowledged. And I want to thank you so much for listening to The Sacred Desecrator. And if this episode stirred something in your bones, please share it with somebody else, because the world needs to feel what a monster sounds like when she's done apologizing. And if you're ready to turn your voice, your story, and your sacred disobedience into the strategy your business has been starving for, the Monster Marketing Temple is opening soon, and I am so excited for you to join me. Let's make your business a blood right. I will see you in the next episode. If this episode cracked something wide open for you, do not keep it quiet. Please share it and tag me at The Sacred Desecrator and let your voice ripple through the collective. And if you're ready to go deeper, the Sacred Dark Society is open and waiting for you. And Monster Marketing Temple is opening soon. And I am here on the edge of the myth, ready to midwife your next becoming. Until next time, keep burning, keep remembering, and never, ever bite your tongue again.